Did the COBRA project come about for you in the usual way, or?
Well, yes and no. I mean, the director, it was a strange dude. His name was George Cosmatos. We called him George Comatose. Because for the most part, he really was. George would have made a great producer. He's a terrible director. He knows nothing, has no technical knowledge whatsoever at all. He could never understand why we had to get focus marks. Sly was a pretty good guy to work with, pretty good sense of humor. But the problem we had with Sly was he was engaged at that time to Brigida, whatever her name was, and she was in the movie, of course, and they were always playing grab ass and kissy facey and poo poo and all that kind of stuff. And we were losing. And also he had this entourage of, he called them security people. They were just a bunch of muscle men, really, but they were, and they were paid to basically listen to Sly talk. That was the bottom line, which Sly did a lot of. And one day we were shooting, and he comes roaring up to me. He says, "Rick, we're really falling behind. You got to push your crew a little harder." Now, I'm noted. I've always been noted in the industry as being one of the fastest cameramen in the industry. I mean, I am fast. I know I am. I mean, I don't sit around for 20 minutes looking at it. By the time the director says it's yours and I've seen the rehearsal, I know exactly how to light it. So and I'm off and running. So I don't. Anyway, I said, Sly, if you stop playing grab ass with Brigida, and stop bullshitting with your henchmen, we get off to a much better start here in the morning.
I was Sly. You like to be called Sly, and then the director said, I don't really understand what my character's doing. He was called Abaddon during filming in the script. I said, I'm not quite sure what these people are doing. And Sly said, well, basically these people they're doing what Hitler did because they're trying to get the money. And I said, well, okay, but Hitler had a systematic way to retrieve money from the people that he was exploiting. And, we're kind of going up to this car and killing this girl, and it seems indiscriminate. And that we don't have, that she's like a random target. So I'm not sure how that ties into what Hitler was doing. And I said, well, maybe if we got some Polaroids, that's showing that she was targeted, or we're getting their bank accounts, or I don't know, something. And he said, yeah, George, get him some Polaroids. I think that was. I think that I have verbatim recounted the character conversation that I had. That was it.
So there wasn't a lot there for you to work with, obviously. So tell me your.
No, it was extremely disappointing. Like one of the things you do for other actors is you stand there off camera. When it's your turn to act, you act off camera, so the person on camera has something to act to. And when I did the big climactic monologues at the end of the movie, I did it with a script girl, and I said, "Hey, where's Sly? Isn't he gonna be here?" And Brian, the basketball game's on.
Oh gosh.
Okay. No, seriously, yeah, basketball game's on. Oh, I didn't know that. They didn't tell us in acting school that you don't get an acting partner when the basketball game is on.